We're here. It's Wednesday. Hopefully, IG will be working today. I actually went on and checked, and I saw a bunch of people going live today with multiple people. So let's hope it won't kill our vibe this Wednesday. Hi, everybody. Well, I know ain't nobody here yet. Y'all coming in. The thing says, IG said, hang tight. We're telling people you're coming. And I see Dex. Oh, waiting for Daddy to pop on. It's a new edition of the comments. Hi, Dexter.
How are you?
We're making it today. Oh, and Daddy is here. Let me grab him. You okay?
Yeah, I didn't like this angle it was giving me.
Oh, okay. It wasn't giving greatness. It wasn't get. Oh, you got lipstick on now.
Yeah.
Hi, Daddy.
All right, Ducks with all these emojis now. Come on now. Come
The
on now.
filter. Daddy, you want to find a filter to get comfortable?
No, hell no. I'm a grown ass man. I don't need no filter. What you see is what you
Triple.
I'm ugly.
get.
Dexter, you are not ugly. Stop it.
Yeah. Happy Father's Day.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. And stop with
Yes.
that ugly shit.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying it for the people because they know the real.
How are you
What's
guys
up? How you
doing
guys doing?
today? I'm sorry, what'd you say, Dad?
I said, how you guys doing?
Really good. I'm trying to be humble these days. It's hard. I'm learning.
Why is it so hard, Dexter?
It's stupid. Being humble is so stupid. Like it's dumb because people be like, "Oh, you smell good today." Like I literally just spray. But you like, "Oh, thanks so much."
Uh-huh. Real quick, Dad, is your phone over the speaker? Because for whatever reason, you sound a bit muffled to me. What about to you,
Can you
Dad?
hear me? Can you hear me?
I hear you. It's just, I guess maybe because it's three people on. Hi, everybody, checking
I
in.
don't know if it was my big ass hands over the speaker. It could have been.
You good? Hey, cousin, how you doing? Crystal is on. What's good, my people? My old head smack. What's good, Ak? That is the vegan and juice bar 666. You know them, Daddy.
Okay. What's up, dude? What's up?
So
Hey,
welcome.
Hey, Chris.
Would you say, Dad?
I think that was Crystal. I said, hey, Chris.
Yeah, that's fine. Dex, you okay? You got the side lip going.
He's down at the beach today.
It's like when you talk, it's doing this robot thing. Like it's acting crazy when you talk now.
Really?
Yeah, I can hear you, but like right now, my screen like it has you cycling and acting. It's acting.
Yeah, mine's doing the same. Pretty blurry.
IG, why are you doing this? Okay, let's see. I'm going to take my Wi-Fi off. Maybe that'll help it. I doubt it, but we'll see. Here we go. Yes, it's
Same thing.
Yeah.
You're pixelating.
all right. I'm going to log off and I'm going to come back on.
Okay.
And hopefully we'll get it right this time. This is stupid. It's an Android, but it's new. You stop it.
You keep messing with them androids.
Now you back now.
Now I'm fine.
Yeah, you fine. You
Okay,
look good.
all right, let's continue then. Let's do it. All right, guys. It has been officially 467 days since Breonna Taylor was murdered. Always working on progress for that situation and to hope we have an end to all to open season on Black people. That's basically all I'm going to say when it comes to that. And this week it was announced, or I guess last week it was announced, Juneteenth is now a holiday. So there have been so many different point of views circling the internet about Juneteenth. And I want to. I guess I'll start by saying I am happy that it's a holiday. It should have always been federally recognized. It's ridiculous that we've gotten to 2021 and y'all just decided to do it. But on the other hand, when it comes, and then not to mention there were people who fought to get this passed as a federal holiday. So I'm here for it. But at the same time, in this moment, please stop doing stuff to just appease us as Black people. Y'all just giving us crumbs, because where is the reform? Where is the laws passed and the real conversation and the real action on reparations? Why are there no anti-lynching bills still? Like, there's so much going on with the African American community. So I'm just like, I'm tired of them doing us, like treating us like the redheaded stepchildren.
Yeah, but you know why they do that? They do that because they are able to do that. We as a people allow them to do that to us. They throw us a bone and we jump up and down like a dog for it. Yeah. Like, yay, we got, Juneteenth. I understand how certain Black people feel about it.
Yes.
But as you mentioned in the beginning, the Breonna Taylor case, give us something that is going to help us as a people, as a whole.
Long term.
Right. What is Juneteenth going to do for you in your life?
Give you a day off. Give you a day off for work.
Give you a day off.
Yeah.
A day off. 1 day off.
And I tell you, I don't disagree with you with the anti-lynching thing. I definitely think that's something that should be addressed. But like, realistically speaking, an anti-lynching bill is only saying like don't do something that a lot of people, it's not commonly done. Like, a lot of people aren't just out here lynching people. However, there are police officers out here shooting people who are on.
Yeah.
That's called a modern day lynch.
Yeah.
Yes. So late.
That's what they're doing.
So lately, what they're saying, like, lynching is actually defined now as any type of mob or any type of person who goes after somebody and wants to do their own form of justice. So, go ahead, Dex.
I get that, but to me, that sounds like a small bone that we might get thrown. Like, directly address what this is. If you're a police officer, you're not going to be protected when you kill somebody who's unarmed. I mean, it's really, there's no gray area here. It's black and white. Very clear.
Yes.
What needs to be said, what needs to be done, and what the terminology needs to be, but for whatever reason, they won't go there.
You are absolutely correct. Really quickly, that guy Stevie just joined. Hi, that guy Stevie. But I wanted to give our sentiments. A good friend of his, one of his co-workers, just recently passed away. So just wanted to say our thoughts and prayers are with you, Stevie. Continue, guys. I'm sorry.
No, that was it. That was it.
Dad, did you want to go in on it more?
It's like, I don't know if people really know the history of this country, but every other nationality that was done wrong or had wrong things done to them, even if it wasn't by this country took care of them. It gave them reparations for what they went through. And why do they refuse to give us reparations? Because they look at it like welfare is our reparation.
I can see that. And you know what's crazy though? Like, it is interesting that like Black people have been painted as the go-to welfare people. Like,
exactly. When it's more of them on it than us, because it's more of them than us. And look at those rural states and whatnot. All the people there that are on it.
Yep.
Majority white people in those states. But they always want to make us look like the villains, like we're the ones that's taking advantage of everything. I'm so over this bullshit. I'm just so over it. And part of the problem is us. The things that we feel as though they give us, we praise it. I'm going to tell you the truth. Just like with the George Floyd conviction of the police officer.
Yes.
To me, I was so embarrassed how people were celebrating that they got a conviction off this. This man is dead.
Yeah.
He's not coming back no more. That was nothing to celebrate, if you ask me. I'm just saying,
Nothing.
nothing to celebrate.
It just becomes one of those things where it's like, oh, well, we got one. We finally got one. But at the same time, though, it's like there are countless others. Like, yeah, while like this situation was in a sense like a victory because like the person who did the crime got sentenced. Maybe we'll see what happens. What I think it's the end of this. We'll see what happens like going forward. But like, it is a victory in the sense of like this is at least one death that didn't go in vain. But at the same time, the way the celebration people went about the celebration that just wasn't it. Like it wasn't
at all. At all.
I'm sorry, Jam and Jessie just stopped in. I just wanted to say hi to her. She works with us at iHeart. So hi, Jessie.
Baby.
Also,
it's a thing of you're really going to be surprised when you see the kind of time that they're going to give him.
Right.
It's not going to be what people think because they have to go by the guidelines, and this is his first offense. So I feel as though people are going to really be disappointed behind this. Just my opinion.
Yeah, but you see last time what happened when people got really disappointed.
Yeah.
People got really disappointed and you see what happens. So if you don't want a repeat of that, I think you need to tread lightly with it.
That's my thing, my whole issue with that, because you are absolutely right. I 1,000% agree with you. But why does it seem like y'all have to why can't you just make decisions off of the right thing? Like, why are you making decisions based off of, because if y'all don't convict them niggas gonna go outside and tear everything up. Like,
exactly.
I mean, if it happens, it happens because it's gotta happen. We're going to get retribution in some way, form, or fashion. But why does it always? It's like, for me, I feel like, I guess the courts on the other side, it's like they're ruling based off of our reaction instead of just ruling based off of what's right.
I think that's how it has to start that way, and it's unfortunate. Like, honestly, I don't think we would have got what we got in the George Floyd situation if last summer didn't happen. And I didn't approve of last summer. I thought it was insane. Like, like that was crazy what we witnessed last summer. But at the same time, it's kind of like we witnessed people not behave that way, and we saw what did not happen with Trayvon Martin and so many others. So,
yeah, no, you're right, Daddy. You back? Daddy cycling just a little bit. Hi, everybody. Y'all come on in. Sexy lady Trina. And we have a special. Well, I'm not going to say nothing. Just say hello. Hi, everybody. It's my mommy. She just walked in.
Can't hear you guys. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, Dad, you're Dexter, you see Dad cycling?
He is now, yes.
Okay. Dad, it must be your connection a bit. You might want to swap it out. Really quick, I need to give my mommy a hug. You guys talk. Welcome, people. Hey, DJ K Rated. I love you too, mommy. Thank you. All right. Where you going, sweetie?
We took George Floyd up around us. I agree with that. And that was from I'm From the Bottom.
Oh, I'm From the Bottom. Yeah, it's been going on way before, George Floyd, and the way it's acting, like, when is it going to stop? Like, enough.
I agree with what he said.
Yes. Hey, Shakima, honey, how are you? You ready for,
Yeah.
Huh?
It's not until we make change. We have to.
All right, Daddy's cycling. Daddy is cycling. Oh, Jess Ralph actually made a really good comment. He said, somebody just said, why you always like to hide? Come and say hello. You're dressed appropriately.
We didn't switch days, but Sunday was Father's Day. And then on Monday, we tried to go live on Instagram, kind of like they're doing right now, was hating on us. So we don't know what happened.
I don't know what's going on. Instagram got issues going on. But, okay, so with the Juneteenth, everything, I'm happy to say that. But in my mind, I was like, I'm kind of nervous about the celebration of it, because there's certain places in the country, like down south, where they like the whole Civil War reenactments. So in my mind, I'm like, I just feel like it's going to be the moment for some racist behind ass people to start doing like, okay, Juneteenth, let's have a plantation party. Like it's shit like that. And we're kind of already starting to see it. Just Ralph said one of his coworkers called it Coonteeth.
Well, in their defense, if we're going to celebrate this as a holiday, we got to get the same treatment that we give everybody else. Like, how many times has Columbus Day rolled around and we said the only Columbus Day the only Columbus, or only Christopher that we acknowledge is Christopher Wallace, or
Wallace.
The 4th of July rolled around and we're just like, this is just the day off for us. I mean, like, this is what happens when you make something that's just for you or just for a certain group of people, for everybody. Everybody's not going to celebrate it. Or people,
No.
or it'd be Cinco de Mayo or St. Patrick's Day, where people are going to celebrate it, even though it's not for them. Like, that's just what we've opened ourselves up to that by making this a national holiday.
Yeah, Dad, any thoughts on that part? Oh, he's still cycling. Dad, you might have to go closer to where the internet is. Hi, everybody checking in. Come on inside, have a seat.
I love how when your internet was messing up, it was Instagram, but when it's his Instagram and his messing up, it's, oh, you got to go find the Wi-Fi. There's something wrong with your internet.
Well, I felt like when it was mine messing up because I'm the host, so it seemed like it was messing everybody else's up.
Yeah. No, I do have IKEA. There was an IKEA. I forgot exactly what. There was a menu, and there was watermelon and chicken on the menu. Well, how did you feel about that? And the reason I asked is because we were together this past weekend, and one of our menu was fried chicken and watermelon. Like, it was there.
Yeah, here's the thing. At first, initially, because as Black people, we got to choose our battles. Because initially, I was like, hold up, what the hell? But then I thought about it. I love fried chicken. Everything on that menu, I wouldn't have had a problem with consuming it. I just want to make sure it's from the right type of place.
I don't eat that shit.
I don't eat watermelon.
But you got to think about it, though. Sometimes we get too sensitive because somebody made a great point. When Cinco de Mayo comes up, Taco Tuesday, like everybody is going for what they think is Mexican. A lot of times it's not even real Mexican. It's some shit that we came up with. So it's like, but everybody enjoys that. So I'm kind of on the fence with this. Like, I don't.
You know, we're not going to pretend like chicken and watermelon is just a Black thing either, though. Like, that I don't like. I don't like the stereotype of it where it's like, oh, it's a chicken and like that is not cool. But at the same time, that it's not that big of a deal. I think we should really, as Black people, we should make our stereotype crab legs. Like, we should make it like, if you guys offend us and stuff like that, bring us some crab legs. Just think about it. You're gonna have them bring you $50 things bags of crab legs or whatever. Like, that is genius.
Don't bring me no crab legs. Don't bring me no food. Just bring me the damn money. The money that you spend on them crab legs, give it to me.
I want the stereotype to be crab legs. I don't want the stereotype to be chicken and watermelon.
Hey guys,
give me the crab legs. Chicken and watermelon is cheap. Crab.
Dad, what are you expecting? Mom, come say hello.
Oh.
And
Daddy's cycling again.
And I do agree with Mechanical Zombie. A large company should not be doing that. Oh, it's a family.
Hi, everybody. It's my mommy. I love you more. Oh, Daddy, you cycling. Dad, come off and then come back in. Wait. Mechanical Zombie said, IKEA isn't making tacos on Cinco de Mayo, but
you don't know that.
The white manager thought it would be a good thing for her Black staff. What?
Yeah, I agree with him. That wasn't cool. Like, they shouldn't have done that. They definitely should not have done that. And he is right, though. Like, you guys definitely don't go up. Donald Trump did, though. Remember when he was in office, it was Cinco de Mayo, and he was eating like a taco or something like that?
Oh, he was eating Chipotle, the burrito ball. I love the Mexicans.
He did say that. Yes, he did. He loved the Mexicans.
Daddy, you back. Oh, Daddy. Daddy. It's funny because I see you, but I don't hear you.
Now you're calling his name like like you sitting out on the front porch waiting for him to come pick you up.
He never showed up. I'm still waiting. Hi, mommy. Don't you look all festive? Say hi to everybody, mommy. Daddy, try to log, if you hear me, try to log out and then log back in. And sometimes that will help. I feel bad that it keeps cycling.
X on him and then re-invite him.
I don't know how to do that, Dexter. My big old, let me see. I don't know how to X him out. Let me see. Guys, I'm so sorry. I'm learning. This is all a learning curve for me, too. His daughter took a picture with a can of Goya beans. Okay, Daddy's out. I'm going to wait for him to come back in, hopefully.
Hi, Dex.
How are you?
How you doing, honey?
And we kind of really got into it, but till Daddy gets back, let's talk about the weekend.
Just real quick about the weekend, guys. I'm not married. People were texting me like, oh, congratulations. I saw the pictures from the wedding. I don't swim in trunks. I'd never get married in swimming trunks, guys. I'm not married.
Wait, what you mean? Oh, you wouldn't get married in swimming trunks, you said?
People were texting me. They saw the pictures that we posted from this weekend. They were like, oh, you're married. And they're the congratulations. I'm like, no. I wouldn't get married in swimming trunks.
Hey, Kelly.
Hey, Kobe.
Look, the real family business is coming out.
Oh, yeah.
That was the insider thing. One of my great aunts used to call my dad when he first met him on the block. What was it, Kobe?
Kobe Lemon.
She couldn't say Corky or Winner.
No, she couldn't. Or at least she pretends she couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
So what y'all talking about? Y'all were breaking up the whole
Yeah, no. So we got into a little bit of Juneteenth and IKEA and what they serve.
Yeah, that chicken and watermelon shit.
So okay, had they not put the watermelon on the menu, would you have been okay with it?
Chicken is fine. Turkey's fine. They could have, the watermelon is what set me off because there was cartoons back in the day made about black people and watermelon. So no, you don't do that.
I read this thing.
You don't do that. No.
Go ahead, Dax. You about to say it?
Yeah, I read this thing about the watermelon thing, and they were saying it was basically like black people would grow watermelon and make a lot of money off of like growing the watermelon.
Mm-hmm.
They got upset about that, and then they started making the cartoon characters of black people like liking watermelon and stuff like that to shame them of like selling and utilizing watermelon.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So that's why I'm like once I found that out, I damn sure don't have a problem with watermelon. I'm about to go on Lindbergh Boulevard where that man he be posted up. You drive by right now, he posted up selling a watermelon, and he's been there ever since I was a baby.
I don't eat watermelon at all.
Is it because of the shame?
I don't know if it's that or if it's just like it don't really taste like nothing. It has seeds in it. Like I'm good on that.
Okay, Mom, I'm on here. Why you look younger than me? I know. Because
I am younger than you.
Can I get some of that? Like how, Sway?
I do not look younger
You
than you.
might have to get out. Let me stop.
You know what? You're a mess.
I'm going to go out and come back in.
Go on again.
Hey, Daddy, I'm sorry you were cycling for a little bit. Oh, yeah, Crystal said Aunt Daisy. That was Aunt Miss Palmer, baby.
Yes, it was.
Who couldn't call him, who couldn't say his name. It was Kopi Lemon. She's a legend in these streets.
Yes, she is. And always will be.
Dex, let's talk about your wedding. Other than, you said people were thinking that you were married already. I just want to say I had the best time at your family get together. Yep. Child, them Stuckies / Marshalls, y'all know how to put a host an affair, and I'm with it. I'll be there every year.
That was so awesome. That was a nice. I wasn't there, but
we'll make that like an annual thing.
I'm back.
Yep, you good now, Dad. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you should definitely do that an annual thing. It was so much fun. Listen, I said, don't be mad when I pull up to your parents. You call, where you at? I'm at your mom's. I'm at Miss Vicky's.
That there was a lot of liquor, and I expected it to be gone. And like my dad was like, "You're gonna take that with you," and I'm stuck with all this liquor I don't drink liquor anymore.
You ain't stuck. You ain't stuck. I just ordered a bar. I just ordered a bar cart. It'll be here Friday.
I can't forget.
Yeah. Look, me and my mom, she knows she was trying to buy it for me. And I was like, no, I'm not spending $130. No. But Amazon Prime Day was here.
Yep.
And I got one.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of Amazon Prime Day, Walmart and Target, y'all chill. Let them.
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah.
Just in competition with them, chill. Y'all wasn't trying to give us these good discounts. Well, Walmart, y'all always do. You know, I love trekking through the jungles of Walmart. It's like a third world country in there between the fights and the people who can never help you out. But the prices are amazing. So we're going to go to Walmart.
Mm-hmm. Walmart is definitely.
Mechanical Zombie said he got his coffee table. Oh, Daddy keeps cycling. I'm so sorry this is happening. That's okay. He'll
come and go.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little hot. The bourbon is getting to me.
Oh, Lord.
You know, I told y'all.
Just drink water. Like, you know, it's crazy. So I stayed at my parents' house. I just came back today. Reluctantly came back today. And
Not reluctantly.
I did not leave. Like, but I came back today, and then I was like, my skin, like literally, like I feel like I took care of myself, but didn't take. Like my skin was starting to break out. I didn't drink any water, sodas. I drank liquor. It was just the best time ever. It was like vacation. But then when you come back from vacation, it's like I haven't really like washed my face. Like I haven't.
Oh dang! You haven't had your mask on, get beautified. God, they're making all the noise outside. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Hopefully Daddy comes back on. Let me see. Daddy, where you at? He might actually be switching locations just to try to pop on. Mommy, am I a little drunk? And I just want to make sure I'm not smelling bad. I'm sweating.
I wouldn't be sitting here if you were sweating.
Okay, thank you, Mommy. See, your mom is always going to tell you the truth.
Yes, we will.
Daddy?
Good now?
I'm
Good.
back.
Okay,
we good to go. Okay, next topic. We're waiting for you on the next topic. So let's go on to some Black excellence, the Olympics. The first time the U.S. gymnastics teams will have an all-Black female, I guess, participants is what we can call them. So that's Black girl excellence, or just Black excellence overall. I want to give a shout out to Simone Manuel. She's going in for swimming, and I love that this is happening because you know the what is it, the urban legend is that Black people can't swim.
That is so true. Yeah.
Yes.
Dex, can you swim?
I'm okay with swimming.
All right, Daddy, can you swim?
And she asked you, Dex. She said, Dex, can you
Like
swim?
I'm not like an expert like swimmer, but I'm good at I've been like swimming like all my life. Like I've always like been in water, so I'm like okay, but like I'm not like if like I can do it in like a pool, but I'm not good in like an ocean or nothing like that. No.
Okay, you know, I'm with you. Now they talk about these damn rip currents because of these storms. Everybody down at the shore, be careful. Don't be out there just having a good time because when them rip currents come, you'll never be seen again. It happened a few years at Wildwood ago.
Yes, and when they cut, folks, to get out of it, either move to the left or to the right. Get out of the path. Move when you feel it pulling you. Pull your body to the left or pull it to the right so you're out of that.
Now, how y'all know this? Let me find out. Y'all lifeguards?
Yeah, you're supposed to go. You people have a tendency of going forward. You never go forward. You go left or right.
Is that how y'all met? Y'all was lifeguard folks?
Right.
No.
You did? Y'all ain't meet?
I know how to swim everywhere.
Oh, you know what? We're going to go off. Well, I don't know. We're going to go off trail. Mom and Dad, what did y'all think of each other when y'all first met each other? Now we're talking about Father's Day. If it wasn't for Daddy, I wouldn't be here. And Mommy deciding to. Oh, he laughed. Where you at, Copeland? He said, "Shit, love her." What'd you say, Dex?
He said, not today.
I know he definitely said. Oh no, I think he's coming back now. Let me grab him. Oh, hey, cousin Darrell. Or Daryl. No, my cousin Daryl is on too. I'm sorry, Mommy, you want a cocktail? You want some water, something to drink? I ain't offering you nothing. Well, you want some water or something?
No, thank you.
All right, Daddy's trying to come back on.
What y'all at?
Hi, Daddy. Did you hear what I said prior to you bouncing? I said, let's get into, so since I have both of the parents here, let's get into how you guys met. What was the first? Oh, please. When you saw Mommy, did you say, I want her to be the mother of my child?
No, first of all, we was kids.
Well, you never know.
No, kids do not. I hope kids don't think like that. We were kids. We were young.
What do you mean? You better think about adulthood.
No, we don't think about adulthood when we're that young.
Okay, go ahead, Dex.
What age is young? Like, what age were you guys?
I was 14.
That's not you.
What?
He's from Texas.
14?
I was 16.
14 to 6. They be having babies at 14 to 16.
I was 16 when I met you.
They do.
No, I was almost 50. Well, when I first, no, actually, I knew Kia, his sister Kia first, so that was different.
Okay, Daddy keeps cycling. He coming in and out. Daddy, when you try to take your Wi-Fi off, that might work. Yeah, he left back out. When Daddy take his Wi-Fi off, that might work. Okay, well, we'll wait for that conversation
Because I was
comes back.
I was with Kia. Me and Kia was friends.
Oh, so my mom is saying that my mom was actually friends with my aunt, my dad's sister, prior to them getting together. But when we said Kopi Lemon earlier, how it kind of happened was Aunt Daisy, we were new on the block. Did Dad live there first?
Yeah, they've been there.
Okay, so Dad lived on the block first. Aunt Daisy was around, and she was like, "Oh, who that?" What she said? "Who that black one right there?"
She really did.
And she was like, "Who that black one?" And they said, she was like, "Yeah, Kelly, that one's for you. What's your name?"
She really did. Daisy was a mess.
What'd you say, Dad?
She was hilarious.
Now, that's nice. Like, a family member, like, seeing the potential there.
Yeah.
Yo, I was coming back on, and I heard you say that your Aunt Daisy said, "Who that black one?"
Daisy was a mess.
Y'all crazy as hell, man. Yes, she was. Daisy just spit her shit.
Yeah, Daisy was a mess. She was. She was hilarious, though. It's real funny.
So Aunt Daisy is the reason. Well,
actually, Kia is the reason.
Okay, but Aunt Daisy did the first thing. But small story is, actually, my dad could have not been my dad. It could have been my Uncle Troy.
Uncle Troy. Yeah, it could have been Uncle Troy.
Mommy, don't leave. She mad at me. My Uncle Troy had a crush on my mommy back then.
Like, you definitely got.
Look, Crystal cracking up laughing. And you know it's so funny. See y'all. I love you, Mom. Let me know when you get home, and I'll call you. I'll call you tonight.
Okay.
You coming over this weekend? I might be cooking.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
On the menu.
What'd you say, Dex?
What's on the menu this weekend?
Oh, nothing. Just a little fried chicken, potato salad. What else I was going to do?
Some vegetable.
Oh, and some vegetable. Fried chicken, potato salad, some vegetable. You know, a little summer spread, not major. Daddy, everybody, y'all more welcome to come on over. You know, just a little summer treat.
When is this taking?
Possibly Saturday. I went and went to the market earlier this week. I love you, Mommy. Get home safe.
I sure will. Love you.
Thanks for reminiscing with me. And
I just doing everything.
well, no, you better come on sometime.
Love you.
Love y'all. Love you.
Oh, they want to know if watermelon will be on the menu.
Hold up. I got something for y'all. Wait right there. Hold up. And it damn sure will be. Y'all see it.
Now, why are all the watermelons in the store like that now? Like these baby watermelons. What is that? What's
No,
that
you
about?
didn't put a damn water to that screen.
And I did. I'll do it again. Because this is how we gets down. It's the perfect snack.
No, Tori, can I ask you a question? Speaking of food, when was the last time you had salmon, and how was it?
You know, I can't stand you, okay?
I know you like to eat that.
I like to eat salmon. So Dexter had an event this weekend. We touched on that earlier today. And he made salmon. He was in the kitchen seasoning his life away. Your daddy cooked it. But that salmon was good. I had to come at you, Dexter. I was like, oh, yes, I heard your salmon was nasty, but I'm going to taste it. But you made a really good salmon, Dex.
Thank you. Got all I know how to cook, but thank you.
That's all you can cook. What'd you say, Dad? Daddy, what'd you say?
Good job, Dex.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.
That's
A
a
man that
little
can
something,
cook.
something. He know how to season
Good
something
job,
up.
Dex. A man that can cook.
Yeah, it's
But,
necessary,
yeah.
especially when you live by. There's nothing in your refrigerator. You better learn how to do something.
But you're gonna be good. Your future wife is about to be set because her hubby know how to cook. Okay. Let's get into somewhat Father's Day. Normally, Father's Day is a day. Well, first, I'm going to start by saying shout out to my daddy who gave me a good race on what road was it, Daddy? On 84th Street. He can't hear me. I said, shout out to you on Father's Day when y'all saw you on the road. I was coming from the gym and I saw you and me and my dad was racing down the damn street. He can't
Racing
hear.
down the street.
Yep.
Drive. I told her the other day, she's one of the only women that I would feel I'm comfortable driving with.
I was
drives.
out. And I said, my dad pulling up next to me. And when we got to the light, I said, you lucky I don't have my SRT because we be gone. I said, you wait till I get my SRT. It's over. Okay, so happy Father's Day. So usually Father's Day is a day that I kind of like stay off of the internet. And I do it because, and this is nothing taking away from any of the single mothers who are out here and, you know, you step up to the plate and you raise your kids to the best of your ability and what you have. But it just bothers me every single year that you have women, happy Father's Day to me, and you don't see, and with men, we do have like single fathers who are out here who are doing it on their own, and you don't see them trying to somewhat hijack Mother's Day. So did you see a lot of that? And I kind of stayed off of the internet that day, but what are your thoughts on that situation?
I don't have an issue with women who do this. And
yeah, it's the
wait, one more time.
Would you say that?
Go ahead, Dex.
Oh, I don't have an issue with women.
No, I said they the same women that be in the Walmart Target buying all the men underwear. So I got a problem with the whole thing.
And
you hear me?
And I guess
say you don't have an issue with it, but say why you don't have an issue with it, Dex.
I don't have an issue with it because it's like I do agree that there are men out there that are single fathers, but it's very far and few in between. There are a lot of women forced to be in this situation where they're like they're both caregivers. Granted, they're not a man, they're not a father, but for me, if I was being raised by a single mother, and there's a day to celebrate your parent, regardless of the sex, like I'm going to do that for my mom. I would do that. Like if it was Mother's Day, I'd celebrate it. If it's Father's Day, while she's not a father, like the purpose of a Father's Day is to celebrate that male figure in your life or that father figure in your life. If a woman is taking on that role, like I don't see an issue with celebrating her. Like I'm okay with it. Like I think it's cool. And like if my mom was a single mom, I would celebrate her on Father's Day.
Okay, Dad, your opinion on this?
My opinion on the Father's Day situation, I feel as though it's bullshit. And what I mean by that, as men, to me, you don't need acknowledgement for doing what you're supposed to do.
Okay.
Like, when I don't say Happy Father's Day to somebody, I say it when they say it to me, like in response to what they said. If somebody Happy Father's Day, I'll say same to you. Well, I just feel it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. You know, you're a father every day, not just that one day. Acknowledge me whenever. Don't wait till that day to acknowledge me. If I'm an asshole, let me know I'm an asshole. Shut up. You know,
That's Benji, y'all.
and that's just how I feel about it. You know, I'm not getting into all them type of holidays. Knock your head,
So Christmas rolls
you know.
like, well, damn, you don't celebrate.
It's all
Into
been,
it.
What'd you say, Dex?
I said, so Christmas rolls around and they be like, what's
still
up tomorrow?
I hear you, Dad. You were going in and out of bed, but you're back. Okay. All right. So that's where we all kind of stand on Benji about to get the boot. Shakima said Benji about to get the boot, Dad.
Yeah, Benji's really being a pain in the ass.
Let me tell you
Hey,
about
his baby, I just came back from the beach.
Now,
And say,
does Benji have an
that's my brother, guys. Hi, Sammy.
going?
I see you got some good sun on you.
Yeah, he got some sun on him.
Now,
He smelled like the beach.
is Benji a father? Does he have any kids?
Does he have any kids?
Yeah.
Who?
Benji.
Hell no. Benji was snipped when we got him.
I thought he might have been a little upset because you didn't say Happy Father's Day too.
You are sick. Wait. E McQueen 40 said, my parents both told me if I truly love them, I'll see them all the time, not on a day that's overcrowded anyway. And I approve that message. I'm with that. But I'm a little tip on insight on Benji. So Benji is such a good dog, but I have a theory. I somewhat lightly believe in reincarnation. I think in Benji's past life, he was definitely an abuser.
The dog.
Benji, yes, he was like beating on somebody in a past life because he has attachment issues, and he's actually kind of like you, Dexter, now that I think about it. He doesn't like when other people are getting attention outside of him. So we have 3 cats at the house. Like, say somebody else comes over and you're paying attention to the cat. Benji looking at you like, bitch. Like, you should be saying here.
Say hi to the people.
Y'all see where Benji at? Hey, Benj.
Yeah, he did not like anybody. He doesn't like when somebody comes over and they're talking to me. He'll get in between us and bark and act stupid. He's a real asshole.
Yeah.
He really is.
So, Dexter, you just explained him.
My friends communicate and talk to each other, and I was fine with it. I noticed they followed each other on social media. I don't know why we did all that, but I'm happy to speak to each other.
Dexter, you're Benji. Let me tell y'all what Dexter did one day. So I'm friends with like the Bro Talk guys. So one of his Bro Talk is the podcast Dexter is on with 3 of his good friends. So one of the Bro Talk guys, shut up, Dex. Don't you be looking like that.
You were saying things that weren't true, but I'm listening. I'm just kidding.
All right, Ben. Your name is Benji for now on. Benji. So
people, that's what it is.
You sick of them people?
I said Toya just be popping up friends with them people.
So anyways, one of his best friends had a baby, and I was like, oh my God, congratulations. He must have got the alert that I commented. He screenshots the alert, sends it to the group chat talking about, and what's this about?
Yeah,
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Toya one time told me, I said, oh, Toya, your dad came up with my people you may know after I had met him at least 30 times. And she said, don't press add friend. So, and I said, Toya, I pressed it before I sent it to you.
You know how I am. Really with my dad, I'm cool, but the significant other, because you never know
No, I get
where it's going to end up. So my thing is, I kind of don't like when my friends are friends with my significant other if we're not married.
No,
Because if we break up, I don't want to, if I see you're my friend and I see you in their likes, we got an issue.
fair.
Wow.
What'd you say, Dad?
I said, wow.
Yeah, and I know it's a problem, but hey, that's just what it is. You're my friend, sweetie.
See? Oh, let's just make the accent how you're back.
Oh yeah, Kate Scott said, "How was your back doing?"
Don't ever have surgery. That's all I'm gonna say.
Wow.
Hey, Eddie, we
Never
gonna
have
get you.
surgery.
We gonna get
Not
you
unless
together.
Not unless they see you 100%. Don't have it.
Ugh. Hi, Sissy King, Daddy. Everybody pray for my daddy that he's out of pain with this back. Send a message through the good Lord. Bring your healing energy down to my daddy. All right. Okay, let's get into. Oh, did you guys see recently in the Philadelphia area? I need y'all to stop with the bullshit. So recently there was this guy a couple of days ago. He was targeting somebody on one of the SEPTA L trains. For people who aren't familiar with the L is an elevated train, basically. So he went in there looking for somebody, shot at the guy. Not too much longer, they found that same guy who was shooting at the person dead on the train tracks.
Yeah. I heard
Got like ugly.
Instant karma.
Yeah.
Instant karma. I was just like, wow. Only if life could handle everybody like that right away. We'll see what happens. But that was a little bit of Philly news. Oh, no, this was an old paper. I'm sorry. Did you guys? Oh, Dex, this is your topic. Let's talk about it. Male trends. Have you guys seen lately? What are your thoughts on men getting their nails done, but not getting their nails done with just like a top coat polish, but like nail art? Your thoughts on that, fellas?
Well, I think we're going to be on the same page with this. No. And I'm not even into clear polish. Like, I've used clear polish on my fingernails before to avoid, and I guess I probably have to go back to them because I'm getting my braces off eventually. But, like, I've used it to avoid biting my nails because I hate that. But, like, I don't understand the point of the clear fingernail polish either. Like, honestly, I don't get it. Like, unless you're not wanting to bite your nails, like, you're painting your nails so they can look pretty. Like, I don't agree with it. I don't think that that's necessary. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. I shouldn't say I don't agree. But I think that's a bit much to paint your finger. And lately, I've seen people put, like, designs and stuff on their nails. I mean, it's not
Men.
yeah. And I just, yeah, and it's not for me. Like, it's not something that I would be comfortable with. And, like, with my friends, if that's something that they decided to do, I don't know if that I would be. I feel like I would be able to. I would have to say something. Like, it's a bit much you got going on there. I don't know if I would just be able to be quiet.
Dad, what are your thoughts on that? As an older, sophisticated gentleman, what are your thoughts? And now,
Back in the day, in the 90s, I have to admit, I used to get my nails done every 2 weeks. And then, got older, I said, "What the hell am I doing?"
Now, when you
like, for what?
When you say you got your nails done, what do you mean by that?
A manicure.
Oh, that's normal.
Cleaned up your cuticles, cut the skin back, all that, but buff them up.
Yeah.
And they would take a pad and buff them up.
You do that.
That was it.
That's fine. I don't have an issue with that. I do that myself.
Yeah. I believe a man should keep his hands and feet together. But go ahead, Dad.
As long as there's no dirt under my nails, that's all that matters.
Okay. So Dad, if Dante, who is my brother, guys, if Dante decides to come in the house one day and his nails are like painted with different designs, what would be your reaction to that?
Not the fucking him, he ain't. No, we ain't doing that shit.
So,
we ain't doing that here.
Dot came in. He didn't show it off, but you just so happened. It's the style, though, Dad. That's what everybody's doing today.
Well, that's the style that you can't wear here. It ain't.
Dad,
It's not happening. No.
What?
your son comes home.
If my son did it, like, I mean, I don't like it, but if that's what he wanted to do, I would be like, okay, like this is
Bullshit. That he's in your house.
yeah, but like
Bullshit. He's in your house.
he's his own person.
He can do it when he get his own house. What the fuck is wrong with you, Dex?
Trying to be
See, you be giving these kids too much leeway, Dex. You see that?
Toya, tell him about how I
Too much.
tell him.
Dex is the type of whatever, as long as you're happy.
Shit.
Child, Dex
You want me
the
happy?
kid's gonna be whipping on his ass. Trust me, that's gonna happen.
If you say so. Because you know what? I'd rather the kids just come in, and if this is how you want to live your life and do certain things like that, like go for it. And I'd rather you do it here and feel comfortable and safe here than to look for something outside of the house and like sneak and do it or whatever out of the house and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, Dex. With that scenario, you say as long as the kid is happy, he can do what the fuck he want, right? What if your kid came in the house, Dad, slapping the shit out of you once a week will make me happy. Would you allow him to slap the shit out of you?
You're not gonna abuse me. Like I'm not hitting you because guess what?
That's different.
Because when there's kids, slapping them once a week will make me happy too. So if we want to trade slaps, like if that's what you want to do, we can do it. Punching you in the face once a week would make me happy. If that's what you want to do, we can go there.
Child, them kids gonna be running through, but thank God for Tima, she gonna keep them together.
You can definitely let them do the nail thing.
Don't. Fatima, me and her gotta talk. We gonna have to talk about this. Okay. Let's get into. Did you guys see the oh, I guess somewhat Juneteenth. Did you guys see Macy Gray is proposing to change the American flag?
To what?
So what she's proposing is that the stars should be different, like colors, like shades of black, shades of brown, you know, different shades to show that America is all inclusive. It's the land of everybody. And something else with that shit. But she's really trying to push through with that. Do you guys agree with that?
I'm not.
Like I said, black people are always worrying about dumb shit. Always about the dumb shit.
I'm not mad.
And that's all I'm going to say with that shit.
Mm-hmm.
That flag is not for us. I have no concerns about it.
Mm-hmm.
And it is not for us. And the minute we wake up to that and realize it, the better off we're going to be.
I don't disagree.
And that's all I'm going to say on it.
I don't disagree with I agree with what he said. Like, I definitely think it's dumb stuff that we consistently concern ourselves with. I also don't agree with this because, like, while, like, I don't care about the American flag, I think adding all those colors and stuff like that is not very aesthetically pleasing, and I'd rather not see that.
Yeah, it just looked a bit weird to me. I feel like she had good intentions, but I'm like, I don't think it's needed. There's laws and issues that we really need to get to the crux of. We don't need that right now.
Last thing I want y'all to do is create a flag that you're saying is inclusive of all of us, and we're still celebrating when cops get arrested for killing black people in this country. Like, let's not pretend like a flag is going to solve anything.
And let's not talk, like, also mention that even with the whole passing of Juneteenth, you have school districts still trying to push against really teaching the real story of American history regarding, like, slavery and all of that. So it's definitely different things we really need to focus on before we get to some kind of flag situation. Let's talk about the Sixers. Over the weekend, we saw so many memes and videos that went viral about, them losing. And I feel like with that, like, this weekend was a prime example of why I don't fully get invested into sports. Because I look at it like people's days and weeks were literally ruined based off of the Sixers. What are your thoughts on that? Were you disappointed? Were you guys that invested?
No, no. There's too many other issues going on for me to worry about a bunch of millionaires playing a goddamn game. And another thing, you want to get on Ben Simmons about how he plays. Just think of how these young boys are out here today in the work world. Mm-hmm. They have no work ethics. They don't go the extra mile on their jobs, a lot of them. It's the same thing, even though a guy's making millions of dollars, once he signed the contract, some of them think, okay, I made it. I got the money, so they don't feel as though they have to go out there and put on a good show. I already made my money.
Yeah.
To me, a lot shouldn't be getting that super big money until they prove themselves. Mm-hmm. That's just my opinion.
I think money has a lot of the reason to do with why people were so upset that, you know, people put money on these games. They bet on it. Like, betting is a real thing. And I think you get excited about the game, and then you find a reason to get even more excited because you can win some money off of it, and then you lose the money, and then a player performs poorly. Like, I can understand why I'm so pissed and so upset. Personally, I really don't bet on anything that I can't control myself. I'm very like, put the money out there. It's got to be something.
Dex. Exactly.
I also read this article today that said that, like, out of all sports, like, I think basketball fans are, like, they're talking about intelligence-wise. They said, like, basketball is not the most intelligent. The dumbest fans are NASCAR fans. Basketball somewhere in the middle, but at the very top, the most intelligent sports fans in the country, in the world, are wrestling fans. So get like me, because while the Sixers,
boy,
I was watching wrestling.
That's if you don't shut the hell up.
Dead.
Dex.
Said it.
Dex, no, you didn't just say that.
I'm telling you, said it. Get like me. Y'all got to find out something else to watch.
You have a sickness, Dexter. And I think I've only been to maybe one wrestling show. I beg to differ.
No, I can't with you.
When I saw it, I said, who they interview me? Because the rest of them, they be, boy, they wrestling fans or something else. Dumb.
Look, E.C. McLean said, cut Dex off now.
Exactly. Cut him off.
Yes. Okay. Another story that you know what? Let's kind of take it here. Question: do men know when they're being creepy? And this comes off of a story that kind of recently went viral on Twitter. There was a man, a bartender actually, who noticed that this man was hitting on these women, like. And he was like, it seemed really aggressive and he wasn't sure. So he slipped the note to the woman, made it seem like it was their check, and asked the women, are you guys comfortable with this guy, you know, making advances toward you? Because if you're not, I'll, you know, make sure he gets out of here. So luckily it was nice that she had like they had the normal person like looking out for their best interest. But I'm also thinking with that guy, like, did he know he was being creepy, or do guys, like, what's going on in the male psyche that they can't pick up on body language?
Points that I have here. One, I hate that every time something like this happens, they publicize it, because these are situations that save women's lives. Like when they're like, the flight attendant handed the little girl something and that saved her. Stop publicizing this, because these people who do it, they're now going to start looking for those things. So like, stop doing that. Like all the time, like when a pizza delivery person saves a woman from being abused or something like that, they publicize that story, and you have to stop doing that, because people who are abusing them are not that dumb. Like, they're gonna realize, like, oh, well, let me not let her call the pizza man. Let me not let her take her bill. You know what I mean? Like, if people are trying to be aggressive towards you, please be careful. Don't take care of these people, but stop publicizing these stories, because then you literally are telling the enemy your strategy. Stop doing that. And then the second,
Yeah, just like some guys, a lot of guys, I believe, don't know when they're being creepy because they don't have much experience on dealing with women.
Okay.
So I know certain women, friends of mine that I know, don't go to the door in your bathrobe if you're having food delivered.
Mm-hmm.
Because a creep as a sign that she liked me. Every time she comes to the door, she got some little shorts on. She got a little top on.
Yeah.
You
Mm-hmm.
got to present yourself the right way. There's a lot of guys out here, I won't actually call them. Now, there's some creeps. If you go and tell a guy, listen, they're not interested in you, buddy. Leave them alone. Leave her alone. And he keeps it up. Now, he's a fucking creep. He's a weirdo.
Mm-hmm.
And those type of guys, when I used to work in the club, we would put them out of the club.
Yes.
Because you're there to have a good time. You're not there to be followed around by a creepy ass dude. To me, a guy is a creep. If he buys a woman a drink, now he following her around all night like a puppy dog because he bought her a damn drink.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get your creepy ass out of it's weird.
Another reason why a lot of these guys don't know, two other reasons. One, their friends don't call them out on it. Like, I've witnessed in college, like, a guy cat calls a girl, the girl keeps going, and he calls her all types of bitches. And it's just like, your friend should be stopping you from saying,
Yes.
friend should be speaking up, but that doesn't happen.
Exactly.
And then the second thing is, a lot of people try things that have worked in the past. So, like, a lot of these guys who are flirting with these women, they're flirting with you because it worked on the past couple women. Like, women have to stop giving into the
right.
Like, there's some guys who will buy a girl a drink and she really will give him her number and all that stuff like that. If you're not interested, don't do it. Like, stop, because that gives these guys this bravado to think like, oh well, this is all I got to do, and then you look crazy when you turn them down because other women have accepted that.
So you mean basically so it's okay to take the drink, but if he wants more out of that, you have to pump the brakes? Like,
I'm good
what
on
is
that.
your suggestion?
You buy this guy a drink, and this guy buys you a drink, and you say thank you, that's fine. But some women, he buys her the drink, she's going home with him. So then when he comes in and he meets you, he's going to buy you that drink and have that same expectation for you.
But but don't you have to approach, I feel like common sense would tell you would have to approach every situation different. Because just because that person was okay with the get down, the other person might not be. So for you to keep continuing that creep behavior and it's not working, so basically, Dex, I feel as though I'm not against these stories going viral, because for the creeps, I feel like they need these messages to show like this is creepy behavior if they truly don't know.
I meant like viral when it's people saving people from abusive situations. So like I've seen where they're like writing somebody a letter like, hey, are you okay? And then the woman will signify like, this is somebody who's abusing me or something like that. Those are like, stop making that stuff go viral, because you're giving these people who are abusing these women or kids, you're giving them the heads up. It's like if a flight attendant is talking to like a child or something like that, people who are trafficking them and stuff like that, then they're going to be on high alert because they know that this is what these people are trained to do now. I'm just people who are truly creeps and abusing people and kidnapping people and doing stuff like that. You have to be more strategic with these kind of people. You can't just be putting information out because they're going to see it and they're going to change their game.
Okay. So you're thinking that like it's just a heads up, but I don't know. I think we differ kind of on this, because I just feel like if it's creep behavior, call it out, because it sends the clear message.
Creep behavior,
sorry, go ahead.
Behavior is one thing, but I'm talking specifically about people who are abusing other people, like physically harming them and stuff like that. And then there's these different strategies that people come up with to save themselves. Like there's countless stories of people like in a bar or something like that, or out in public, and then somebody noticed that something doesn't look right, so they'll write the woman a letter or signify her, or meet her in the bathroom or whatever, and then they'll say like, hey, is this guy doing anything? And then the woman tells, and then it gets the woman out of that abusive situation, somebody that she's actually dating and all that stuff. Kind of separate actually talking about, but I'm just saying like we need to stop publicizing these type of situations, because it gives these people who are these predators and stuff like that, it gives them a heads up.
Okay. And Dan, what's your perspective on, especially with all of your years of being in that club and party scene?
Fellas, I'm going to give y'all this tip. You go to the club, you meet a girl, buy her a drink. If you're interested in her, buy her a drink, let her know you're interested in her, give her your number, and walk the fuck away. Because she's there with her friends to have a good time. If she's interested in you, she will call you the next day or whenever. Let her do her at the club. You done made it known that you're interested in her. Leave it alone.
Yeah.
Stop following her around, because now you're there's only so much of a conversation you're going to have with her in the club with the music and everything going on. No. Stop doing that.
I agree with that.
And I feel like with most women, if it's well, I don't know, I'm kind of like forward with my stuff. So if you, like, say just for me, if you bought me a drink and the fact that you kind of walked away and is like, enjoy your night, I feel like if a woman is really interested, she will seek you out before it's time to go. Like, hey, I felt what you were giving if you want to link up sometime. But like, I feel like with men, you'll know the clear signs if a woman is really into you. After you buy the drink, if she's not interested in sparking up any kind of conversation with you, just go. But just because you buy a woman a drink does not mean you're entitled to conversation or that phone number. It's more of, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm sorry, go ahead, Dad.
Yeah. Do you know how back in the day when I used to work at clubs and whatnot, I would go and get a grapefruit juice bar, and I would see some of the women trying to get a drink and the bartender is not paying attention to them.
Yes.
And I would go, yo, what are you drinking? And I will order their drink for it. No, that's on me. Now, at the end of the night, you think I'm so, sweetheart, I didn't do that because I was trying to talk to you. I saw you were standing minutes and just wanted you to get a drink, you know? So every guy that buys a drink, I don't think a lot of times, no, I'm wrong. The majority of these fools out here buy a girl drink, they looking to hook up with her. So, no, I'm skip all that I just
They find vodka and pineapple juice, think they gonna get something. I ain't never seen nothing like it.
Yeah, exactly.
That $8 drink entitles you to to sex. We're going to say that because that's the long haul what you guys are expecting. But what is it about that? Like, why do y'all think that?
I'm telling you, it's worked in the past. That's why people think that. Like, if it's worked at least one time, it's like it'll work again. And sometimes it does. Usually it does, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah, it does.
Well, are we talking college or are we talking, because it's been a little bit since you've been out of the dating realm. So college age, I think that would work. But full-fledged adulthood,
I've never done that as an adult. I really don't know how that works. I've seen people do it, but I've never personally done it. I don't know.
Okay, all right. Somebody said, wait, Dancing with Nature 925 said, I'm glad I don't drink.
At this point, you let somebody entitled to it.
What'd you say?
I said, at this point, where we are now, they don't even think they're supposed to buy you a drink. They hold the door for you, and they think you're supposed to give them your number.
What's up, bitch? And that's another thing that bothers me with guys, and this is years ago, walking down South Street, like usually during the Greek picnic, but I just don't understand why guys, and I'm usually nice. If I'm not interested, I'm not going to try to play you, but I'll hit you with no thanks, I'm good. I'll never forget this one time I did that, this guy, well, fuck you then, bitch.
Oh.
Bitch, because I told you I'm good. Like, I didn't try to embarrass you. I didn't try to do anything. What is the hostility about?
They didn't grow up with male role models.
Okay.
They didn't grow up with a man in their life to teach them how to talk to a woman.
Mm-hmm.
They never. That's all. That's the only thing I can say.
Damn, Dex, would you agree?
Yeah, I mean, it's weird because it's like one of those things that, like, I've seen these people, but I don't know their background stories, but, like, there has to be something, I think that's more than likely what it is. Because, like, where do you learn that from? And then, like I said earlier, I've seen people do that, and their friends don't even check them, and their friends are probably in that same boat that they were in.
Exactly.
Yes.
And then they do it to some girls that will accept that because they weren't raised right. They don't make sense. So it's a vicious cycle, you know.
And it's just so sad. Like, I just feel like your crew that you surround yourself with, it should be a good balance. So basically of checks and balances. For if you don't have a friendship like that, like friendships like that, you might need to find another crew. Because especially when it comes to going out and this dating world and just meeting people out on the street, I think people need to know if they come across a little creepy. And who's better to tell you that than your friends? So instead of giving that just that nasty remark because a girl told you no, she's not interested. And I know being a guy, it can get to your ego a lot. I feel bad for guys because y'all are the ones who normally are tasked with being the initiator, going after what you want. But it could be a bruise on your ego, but move past it. Dex, go ahead.
I agree with that. Like, I think you're making excuses for them, and that no. Like, if you get rejected,
Okay.
Go to if your ego is getting bruised by a woman saying no, I'm not interested, like, you need psychological help.
Yes, thank you, Dex. Like, and it's, I try to play devil's advocate and maybe understand the psyche behind it, but everybody gets told no in some form of fashion or life. So for you not to be able to handle that and your initial reaction is "fuck you, bitch," you probably might be some kind of predator. I hate to say that, but hey, what the hell is going on with you in your life cycle? Okay, we're not going to stay too much longer. Oh, what I did see. Let me see. Oh, Dex, this is interesting for us, like work-wise. So recently I heard there's this company that I guess it's to initiate like good positive attitudes at work. So normally, with our job, you have the key code to get in. Well, this company, what they're rolling out is, in order to get into the building, you have to smile. What? Yeah. And it just made me laugh because over the years, just thinking of a lot of the ignorant, just nasty people we've worked with, how would you feel about that? So, like, I'm a naturally smiley person, like good energy. You're don't be looking like that.
You become the worst. You forgot.
I'm smiley, but I don't like fake shit. And once I know you about the fake shit, I can't fucks with you.
I like it, but you know what's crazy though? There are some people that do this in the building, they'll do the smile and stuff like that, and immediately get upset. Like there are people that just nasty, miserable people, and it's not gonna help. Great gesture, but it's not enough.
Dad, you on your way to work? If Daddy on his way to work, I'm gonna let him go. But yeah, I just felt like, I don't know, like looking at that, like, because I'm naturally, like, I've had coworkers like, oh, you're always smiling, it's a good time. But I do know, like, because I'm like, everybody is entitled to a bad day or just not to be in the greatest mood. So it bothers me when I have, like, somebody saying, oh, smile. Bitch, you tell me when the fuck to smile.
Yo, my man Kevin Samuels was talking about that.
What was he saying?
About black women not smiling at black men. Like, a guy say to a girl, you need to put a smile on that pretty face. You know? And the girl said, fuck you. You don't know what the fuck I'm going through. Like, wow. Like, I think that's a bit much.
Yeah, I don't think I'd make that, but I do get annoyed when people tell me, like, smile, put a smile on your face. I feel like men don't get that. But women more so, we get that all the time. And it's like, nigga, I'm entitled to have a day. Instead of just asking, I would rather you ask me, is everything okay at home?
Is everything okay? Exactly. Is everything okay, boo-boo?
Yeah.
I never tell people to smile because I don't know what those teeth look like. And sometimes I would prefer you not to smile. So I just leave it. And, Because
E.C. McLean said I would be messed up. I don't smile and I'm not a morning person. And that's another thing in the very beginning of the day. Like you walking into work. I know me. I come alive after 10 a.m. at work. And that's always been me. Prior to 10 a.m., you're probably not going to get much out of me. I'll give you a hello. How's it going? But don't be all, oh my God, how was your day? I had a great morning. I had this. Like, get the fuck up.
that's not true. We used to get to work around 10 a.m. And we would talk. You would be. I was always in a really good mood, and I feel like you came in. You were, I think eventually I trained you to be like in a good mood when you come in too.
Oh boy, you the fuck tried it. But you know what does annoy me though? When I would come into work, Dex would be like, "Oh, Daddy, are you on your way to work? We don't get in no accident, Daddy. Log off."
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Are you on your way to work?
No,
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure I wasn't interfering.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I think for me, like, I just want, wait, so Trey said, right, don't ask me to smile before I have my coffee. That's me. What irks me, dancing with nature says, what irks me is when people say, why are you so happy? That's another thing that bothers me too. Like, well, we had one of them.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, but I just feel like people don't consider what people are going through on a regular basis. So
basically, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you
That's
don't.
true.
If you smile, what are you so happy about? If you don't smile, put a smile on your face. How about we do this? Just shut the fuck up and mind your business. Let's do that, okay?
And I'll say this for work. Dexter is a very popular guy. Dexter is known to be everybody's best friend. I am not everybody's best friend. So when I come into work about 10 o'clock-ish and he has a whole squad around him, you're already in conversation. I'll come in and say hello, or sometimes I might, but I'll just get to work. But just because I'm not engaging does not mean I have an attitude.
I'd be like, I think she's okay.
Like, I'm a firm believer. I'm not going to walk in to somebody's conversation and invite myself into that conversation. This was something that's being had prior to me pulling up. So I'm going to mind my business.
Now, if you're talking to my, I'm talking with you. It's you talking to me. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't do it. I'm like, mind my business. And then, well, what's wrong with? Ain't nothing the fuck wrong with me. Why you ain't where you supposed to be?
I came in and you were having a conversation. I just jumped in the conversation. They would be like, "Well, why would he just jump in our conversation?" You, like your dad said, you can't win. Like, you could never.
Yeah.
That is very true. But yeah, I thought that was interesting with the job. I feel as though whatever job that is rolling out that form of it getting into the business, I think it's like you have good intentions, but yeah, definitely good intentions to kind of start the day off with a smile. But anybody who knows me, that because I'm naturally just a happy, light beat, up, a good spirited person. So just because you don't see me smiling maybe once, what the fuck? Am I special? Like if I was walking around smiling all the time, you'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with her? Like I just walked in. Damn, can I get a sip of coffee? Can I get acclimated to the situation before I'm all smiles and giggles with people? So yeah, that was funny. Oh, okay, we'll end it on this. Trick Daddy. Oh, well, no, we've been going. Let me see what time it is, how long we've been going. Okay, now we're going to, two more topics. American Airlines, because we're going, to Mexico for Dexter's wedding. I know me and you were talking about, I sent you the story about American Airlines possibly canceling flights. Are you nervous about this for your upcoming nuptials, or are you just like, whatever, if you can't make it, you can't make it, oh well?
Well, I mean, I'm booked on American Airlines, so I guess I could be and should be concerned, but at the same time, like I just feel like throughout this process there have been so many things that have gotten in the way, like with the pandemic and the flight. saying it's like this is supposed to happen and it's going to happen because it's supposed to happen. Like I'm not gonna get bent out of shape or stressed out about it. If something comes up and it doesn't work out the way I plan for it to work out, then I just deal with that when it happens. But like I can't about like that or ever really.
And you know what's so funny, Dex? I don't fly American Air. Like, I will if I have no choice. But just some of the things, how they operate sometime, and I'm just going by my own personal experience with them, not anything that I've heard. I would prefer not to fly American because a lot of the times they're really ignorant as fuck. But
but you
you
know,
see,
I have heard from a source that if I need to, I can drive to Mexico.
all 2,000 plus miles.
You know.
But no, that's a good added. I know a lot of people are freaking out with that. But when it comes to other airlines, United Airlines, that's actually my preferred airline travel of choice. But they recently just came out that they are going to be updating their rules for their employees. So you know how a lot of airlines, different places, businesses, you can't have tattoos. They don't want you. They're all about your look. Well, now they're going to open it up to where people can have tattoos. But then part of me, when it came to that, the pictures that they showed, I'm like, that's a bit problematic because it was 3 black people on the spread. Are you opening it up to black people now? I'm confused. One guy had locks. Black lady was there. She had a scarf, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on with her. She seems perfectly fine. Is it the scarf? Like, what is it? So I'm kind of okay with, I guess, United Airlines open it up. Would you be uncomfortable if you were served by an airline attendant and you see their full sleeve of tats? Or a nose ring?
You know, like realistically speaking, like I want to just say no, flat off. I want to be like, no, I wouldn't. But I don't know. I kind of would be, to be honest with you. Like I don't necessarily think I don't think I like that. And I get it. You're doing your job and stuff like that. But like, I just feel like there's certain things in life that like we're not allowed to do. And I know that sounds crazy, but like we're not allowed to get tattoos on our face and on our neck and stuff like that. We're not allowed to do that. And down to be like, oh, it's cool. No, if you did that, it's whatever. Like I just feel like there's no standards anymore.
I feel that. Dan, what are your thoughts on this? Would you be uncomfortable or uncomfortable if the person came to serve you on an airline, nose ring, face piercings, full sleeve of tattoos?
Listen, I draw the line when it comes to, excuse my language, fucking with your face, with tattoos, nose, all that bullshit. You ain't serving me no food. Don't even come talk to me, and you looking like that. Simple as that. It's just skeevy. Oh my god.
And I'm not like judgmental in the sense of that kind of stuff, but I just feel like, I guess maybe for me being black, like and growing up like with my certain things that you
don't hear me?
Like for me, I can't throw that out the window. Like I know it probably sounds crazy, but like there's just certain things that just like no, like I just feel like it just doesn't meet my standards.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. It's so funny because even though they're up, I guess if I worked for an airline, I couldn't wear these bright nails that I have. But I just feel like it depends on the job. Like, I feel like if you're on an airline, it doesn't bother me. I don't want to see a bunch of face tats, a split tongue, all kinds of piercings. I don't want to see that because it's just a little bit off-putting. But, like, for me, it just depends on the profession. If you're my doctor and I'm about to have a hardcore surgery done and you're going over, what the expectations are, and I look at your nails and I see all kinds of nail art, bitch, you're more so worried about your manicure than stitching me the fuck up right and leaving shit in my body. So for that, I'm judging. I'm not going to lie to you.
Nails don't bother at all. Like I'm okay with people like bright nails, and I don't care about nails for more face than
okay.
when I see somebody with a
That you went out, babe.
can you hear me now?
Yes.
I just feel like the tattoos on your face and on your neck, like to me, that kind of tells me like you don't really care about much. Like you weren't really looking. I know I'm trying to get. I want you to have any type of like formal education because like, if you did,
Hmm.
you just wouldn't want to do that.
Yes.
In my opinion, I think.
Yeah, no, I agree with you there. Just Ralph said, as a flight attendant, we couldn't even have a small design in our hair, like even like I guess a line or some type of part. I feel like that wouldn't bother me, but it's just certain things. Like if I'm a lawyer, if I'm going to seek you out for legal counsel, and again, I can't. I guess I'm just taking it back to the nails because as a nail aficionado, I know how much time it takes to like execute certain designs and get patterns. So I'd be like, bitch, you sitting here worried about all that time you should have been working on my damn case. And is that why I lost it? Because you was in a nail salon for 3 damn hours getting your stones and shit applied. So if I see shit like that, I'm like, nah, your nails a little too jazzy for me. Your hair is a bit too laid for me. You need to be focused on this business.
But you know what I do,
Mhm.
and people don't even realize it. Too. When I go to restaurants, I always look at the server's hands.
Uh-huh.
So their nails are not dirty. Another thing that pisses me off: chip nail polish.
Yeah.
You ain't serving me no food with no chips in your nail polish. No.
I'll
Now
say
I'm
that the
taking
chip
it
might
out
get
the
off
food.
and get in your meal.
Yeah, either have it on or have it off. Don't have it chipped all the hell up.
Yeah, I guess so. Go ahead, Dex.
I don't know. I don't look at that kind of stuff only because I know I really want to eat, and if you got nail polish or something like that, I'm gonna be so pissed off if I got to get up because you didn't take you came in. I just it's not, like, I know it's bad, but I just don't want to know. I just want to.
No, I definitely feel you with that. I'm a bit judged. Like I believe that people should be free, but when it comes to dealing with me, I'm like, you don't need to be that free.
And you see somebody with chip fingernail, like, I'm getting up. Like I don't want to, because I agree. Like that's come on. Like put some effort.
Oh God, Dex, you kind of went out a little bit, but that's okay. It could be my signal too. All right, so this will be our last topic of the evening. So Trick Daddy recently was on somebody's show, and he came out and made, I guess, his own opinion that he doesn't think Beyonce. He thinks basically Beyonce and Jay-Z are overrated. He said Beyonce is not like the greatest singer, and that's just what it is. It's his opinion. Well, the Beehive attacked the shit out of him. Trick has a restaurant, I believe, in Florida. They went and flooded his Google reviews and brought his standing down to a 2.5. What do y'all really think it is? Like, why do people get so hard in their feelings when it comes to celebrity, particularly with Beyonce and Jay-Z? Because to me, sometimes it just comes off as very cultish. You can really like what somebody does and appreciate their craft, but for you to get so involved that somebody might not have the same opinion as you when it comes to your favorite artist, like, what is that about?
Because these people don't have a life, Toya. They don't have, their life is about dumb shit. And when your life is about dumb shit, that man can say whatever he want to say about whoever. That is his opinion. So you mean to tell me he can't have an opinion on how he feel about, first of all, was he asked anything about them or he just said it?
What?
No, go ahead, Dex. I'm sorry.
I don't think anybody's asking Trick Daddy anything these days. I don't.
Well, he was on a show. I guess they were talking about it because it was like a radio show or a podcast or something.
Right. That's what I figured. If that was his opinion, that's his opinion. Like, people need to just get over themselves.
But like in that same token though, like it's unnecessary too. Like I think I have a lot of friends who love Beyonce, love Jay-Z and stuff like that. And I'm so hard on them when they because people go a little too hard. Like it's like You don't even have that heart for me, and I'm a friend, but you go,
Yeah.
Exactly.
and that does grind my gears a little bit. However, I think on that same aspect of it, where this beehive stuff be a little like necessary, I think people coming out talking about them and being negative towards them is necessary. Like two wrongs don't make a right in these situations. It, you don't think Beyonce can sing, like that's fine. But if that doesn't help you push your records, or if it's not making sense for you to say that, then like why do it?
No,
It was
that
like
makes sense.
like back in the day when like 50 Cent and all these people would say like Ashanti can't sing, and it's like you guys are in the same industry as this woman, and you're attacking her and saying negative things about her. Like that could hurt this person's career, and it's
Mhm.
necessary like negativity. And that
It's so funny because it goes also plays into just recently. There's a show on Netflix called I think Pop something. Well, basically they talk about different artists and feature them and their contribution to pop music. And they covered Tpain recently, and Tpain, and it was like people were pissed off at him, but he just gave you a story of his life. One time, him and
but unnecessary,
huh?
also unnecessary.
No, wait, what Tpain said or what?
Both really.
Well,
I think that was unnecessary. Like 'cause this, I gave you my opinion on what you're doing. I talked to you.
okay.
Granted, it wasn't necessary. I didn't need to do it, but I gave you my opinion on what you're doing. For you, to for you to grab what I did, so long it's kind of pathetic to me, because like I just feel like you're gonna work in these certain industries, you putting your work out there and stuff like that. You have to have thick skin. You just
Well,
have.
you do. You do, but I think with the T-Pain, I kind of like, especially somebody who has somewhat been open about their issues with depression. And it's not like it with the T-Pain situation. I think it bothered me because it wasn't like it was a, like, what's his name? The
Usher.
one we just talked about, not Usher.
Oh, Trick Daddy.
Trick Daddy, yes. So it wasn't like somebody just asked you an off color comment just in conversation. With the T-Pain thing that bothered me because he's like, Usher was my friend. So for you to sit there and say, like, you're my friend, and we can have like conversations and you never know where somebody's mental health is, and for you to sit there and say, yeah, bro, you killed R&B music with auto-tune when auto-tune was a thing prior to him being around. Now, maybe in that moment, T-Pain should have said, like, bro, that kind of like, damn, why you feel like that? You don't see me coming for you and whatever it is that you do. Why can't you just focus on staying in your lane and I'll stay in my lane? Like, I just feel like I'm all for criticism, but as long as it's constructive criticism. And I feel like when somebody says something to you and it comes from like a friend and you're just doing it to be malicious, we've been through these situations before too, where it's like, damn, are you saying this because you're really a friend of mine? But if you're a friend, you would really focus on your delivery rather than just throwing shit out there. So really, are you a hater or are you really a friend?
I don't agree with like what Usher saying it to him. My issue is more so you allowing something like that to put you, because like you said, we've dealt with some like people that we I never allow.
Dex, you're breaking up a bit. Maybe it's just me. Does that anybody else here?
No, he's breaking up.
Okay, yeah, you're breaking up a bit, Dex.
It just was unnecessary for Usher to say it, but also T-Pain shouldn't be getting his feelings out either. You were successful with what you were doing.
Yeah, I think more with the T-Pain thing. I think his depression, because a lot of times when people are depressed, that's a very personal thing you deal with, and nobody wants to go around, oh, I'm depressed. So it was just something that he was, huh?
But that's what he's doing now.
Well, I guess now because maybe he's past it. I think he's really talking from a place of where I was going through and to let people know, no, you can get through this too.
So you did that, and now you put that out there that Usher did that to you in a time where mental health, depression were negative about him.
Go ahead.
The bottom line, you ain't gonna please everybody.
Nope.
T-Pain, back in the day, everybody was listening to his shit and
Yeah.
rapping to it. So you became a millionaire off of what you was doing.
Mm-hmm.
What anybody think? fuck what anybody say. Like,
Yes.
no, stay in your lane. I'm in my lane. This is what I'm making money off of. So be it.
Yep.
People need to develop a backbone, man.
Yeah.
They really do. They need to develop a backbone.
I agree.
Yeah, no, I 100. Oh, he's cycling again, but I 100% agree with that. I feel like, especially in this game
That's
of
your opinion,
entertainment.
You're entitled.
Daddy, what'd you say?
That's your opinion. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm wrong.
No,
Couldn't.
like I would tell, look, I buy you a drink, went platinum. I'm good over here.
Yeah, like, don't thanks, but no thanks.
And if you want to get another hit, like I can write you a song too, because I'm in the charts and you're not. I'm just too quick with it for that. Like
Yeah.
No comment can put me into any type of depression. Like it's impossible.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
No, I 100%.
I'm with the bartender. Oh my God.
Come on.
Yes.
I'm with the bartender. That song was hot.
Yes, it was. And that's what people were going back and forth in the comments saying that Usher wasn't talented, Tpain wasn't talented. I'm like, what is wrong with y'all? Both of them are very talented men, but I just feel like Usher, in a sense, like, stay in your lane. Why you feel it's like the need to throw dirt on somebody? I'm the type, if I'm doing me, I'm not concerned about what anybody else is the fuck doing. And especially if I don't approach you with this type of constructive criticism, so to speak.
What it is, Tori, you're cut from that special cloth. That's what it is. A lot of black people, you'll find, to me, it's only in our race. They don't want you to be as successful as them. Whereas though I want everybody to get a check. I want everybody to eat.
Thank you.
And if I can do anything to help you eat, I'm going to do it.
Thank you. Like, why can't we just all be great in our own realm? Okay, my lane might not be for you, and that's cool. But if it's working for me, why the hell do you feel the need to throw stones at what I'm doing?
Well, I don't know. In your situation, what's working for you is taking money out of my pocket, so I might have to shut you down too.
Oh, no. Well, at least you honest, my nigga.
That's you ain't shit.
R&B. Usher was singing R&B, so he's like, bro, what am I? Think about it. Usher was so bothered by Tpain doing all that, so then Usher was like, damn, I got to go start doing techno music now.
Exactly. He was saying, damn, that shit that he doing is working. Maybe I'll get into it. But Usher, that's a problem because remember, he was trying to be cutting edge. He started doing the whole trap thing when he had that one producer working with him, and that shit was trash. And that's my thing with Usher and other people, like, just kind of stay in your lane. Like, okay, it's two different types of artists. You might not be into it, but guess what? These Billboard charts and these bookings and these checks are saying it's a hit. It don't mean that you're less great than that person, but let them live. The fuck.
And I agree with Madame Coco. Usher is very messy, and we know that.
You need to worry about that at bump, bump, bump.
Allegedly.
Bump, bump, bump. Worry about that instead of worrying about other people. But I guess that's a good place to end it. Thank you guys so much for joining the comments. Sorry, so like you said, Dex, thank you for giving the PSA to the person earlier. We did not switch days, but Instagram would not let us be great. So our normal airings would either be mostly on Sundays, but our alternate date will always be a Monday. So thank you guys for joining in. Daddy, thank you so much for prioritizing this and showing up.
Good to see you again.
No problem.
Yes, a shout out to my mommy who did a pop-up visit and bounce. But thank y'all so very much for always showing up and showing out. Y'all support us. If it wasn't for y'all in the comments, we really wouldn't have anything here. With that said, the bitch got to pee so bad. I've been holding my bladder for about 15 minutes now, and I just can't do it no more. So with that said, I'm going to go. Thank you all.
Enjoy yourself. Good luck to you. I'll send the envelope by Tori, even though I didn't get an invite, but it's cool. I still love you. Peace out, baby. Peace out.
Love you, Dad.
How you doing? Bye-bye.
All right, bye. All right, and we will see you guys. If not Monday, if not Sunday, we'll definitely see you Monday. Some things going on this week, but I'm thinking it's more going to be a Sunday day. How you feeling, Dex?
I can't remember. I have to look.
Yeah, that's the thing with our schedules. We be like, hold up, okay, no, let's do it this day. So either Monday or Sunday, we'll see you. If it's Sunday, it's going to be 5. If it's Monday, it's going to be 6. And we will see you guys regardless. Thank you so much for tuning in. And YouTubers, hi. We love you guys. Don't be coming at us too much, though, because some of these YouTubers, I'll be like, what you say now, Chuck?
That chocolate divinity. Make sure you guys, when you go, just subscribe so we could get them numbers up.
Yes, please, God, because eventually we will be moving it to the YouTube, but we can't forget about the people who have been putting us on. So thank you guys, and we'll see you next week. Bye.